Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Noshad, sometimes my name is Shobon, Spurs Video Podcast. And this is for, my shout goes to KaJe. He created Spurs from the UK, he's a top guy, and he actually asked if I could do these again during the summer. And I'll be doing some of them occasionally. I'm kind of busy at the moment, especially some Spurs games, and I really don't give a shit about the Euros, apart from our players not being injured. And yeah, I might watch it later on, but really, it's all about Spurs. For those of you who don't know, back in the day, there used to be a message board, 606, the BBC had a message boards on there for Spurs fans. The problem is it would close early, or they'd go really ratty about what you'd say or whatever. And so, yeah, at about 9:45 each night, KaJe would come on, and King Jurgen, and he'd come on and he'd put on, oh, this is a Spurs forum, it's a 606 part 2. 606 PDs we used to call it, now Spurs from the UK. And although it's had its ups and downs, it's probably one of the best places to go. And we've had all kinds of drama. We've had the splits, we've had a Spurs Elite, which, well, that was, it basically was. I'll tell you one thing though, it was more successful than the Zoom, not by much, but just about. But yeah, and it's a great place, and and because of that, I got to meet other great Spurs fans. Got in touch with people like Spurs Odyssey and Top Spurs. So yeah, thanks for all that, KaJe. Let's talk about Spurs. Vertonghen, will he or won't he? I think it's just a case of Ajax trying to get as much, squeeze, get as much juice out of the guy. They developed him, they trained him, understandable. I think, he's a good defender, and I think what it boils down to, do we think he's significantly better than Gary Cahill? I like to think he is. I think he's quick, he's tall, but playing in Holland, the Dutch style, he's a ball-playing centre-half, and I think, it's interesting that nobody was willing to pay 15 million for Cahill, at all, and yet we're arguing over, say, 12 million, 10 million for Vertonghen. Hopefully we can still sign him, and he'll hopefully, with Yunus Kabul, be the silk and steel that we need in the centre half, centre defence. Obviously we haven't signed Eden Hazard. He's going Chelsea bound. I don't blame him for that. They can offer him money, Champions League football. The son of Mickey has, hopefully will get him to senses one day. I found it interesting that he said he would never go to Chelsea because of the way they treated his teammate Lukaku. Interesting. He's a footballer. He chats a lot of shit, and he's looking after number one. I don't blame him. Speaking about people that chat a lot of shit and only look after number one, Harry Redknapp, will he or won't he stay? It's very strange. There are a lot of Harry haters and there's a lot of Harry lovers. I don't know. I'm like a typical average Spurs fan. I love him when we're winning, hate when we're losing, kind of thing. I think it's interesting that he had this prime. Obviously the whole England thing. If he'll deny to this day that thing's got. He hasn't felt things up. He'll be lying to his eye teeth. That did. He saw that. He thought, you know what? I'm off this tax thing. England can come. The Capello resignation, the exact half an hour or however long. It was just too perfect. And he thought, this job's mine. And he took his eye off the ball. They're going to hire me anyway. So I'm not going to sign a new Spurs contract because that's compensation. The FA won't go for that. My contract ends next year. It should be easy. Wasn't as easy as you thought because they chose not to sign you, Harry. And incredibly, that really just fucked you up quite badly. And unfortunately, in any other season, getting fourth would be an achievement, not for this. Obviously, we've had a lot of ups and downs. We haven't spent a huge amount of money again. Even though we've been in the Champions League, we're only one season. Even when the Champions, we didn't splash the cash. We didn't shop at Harrods. I mean, we got Van der Vaart in, who I don't think we ever would have got if we weren't in the Champions League. But aside from that, I don't really see us signing. We wouldn't have really signed anyone. We didn't really go out and make those big name signings. It'll be interesting to see what we do next. Harry, will he stay? Will he leave Sandbanks to go somewhere more sandy in Qatar, where he won't pay any taxes and he'll make a bucket load of cash and basically have his retirement pot? I don't blame him for that. I mean, it comes at 2018 if he goes to Qatar now? Is it 2018 or 2022? I can't remember when it is exactly. But they'll offer him a ton of cash. Makes sense. For me personally, I think Harry's been a good manager. He's been a breath of fresh air, and he's made a huge improvement. We were relegation candidates. He turned the ship around, and from then we went on to be in Champions League. And we cannot again underplay his significance and what he did, because that was the season Man City splashed cash like no one's business. Yeah, they didn't buy anyone. They weren't able to buy the real players like the Torres, who they signed, and obviously Aguero the season, this past season. But they were splashing cash. I mean, like no one's business. And they can drop. I mean, let's face it, Santa Cruz, all these players, they can just say just let go. They can buy for 25, 30 mil and let go for almost nothing. No one has that kind of power apart from say Chelsea. And obviously financial fair play, which UEFA won't enforce. They're all mouth no trousers. I was, in terms of what we need to do, obviously we need to get some signings in. Obviously, I was talking about Goetze, because I thought I'm sure he plays a winger. I'm sure someone plays a winger, but so I don't think we'll get him anyway. But Afellay, the only thing about him is I'm worried about his knee injury. But having said that, Overmars had a terrible knee injury. Great talented player, and who knows if he could be that right wing choice. My worry is that he's got the speed, but whether he had the same centre of gravity, because when you're about 5'11", generally wingers tend to be shorter, like the Aaron Lennon kind of tricky wingers. Are we going to go for two basic athletes storming up and whipping that cross in, rather than that tricky, step over and whip the ball in? If we could get Afellay for the figures, I think 6-7 million, that's banded about, because obviously they have Alexis Sanchez. Definitely I think we should go for it. In terms of what I think we need to do, obviously Adebayor, hopefully we can get him to stay. We look at Luke de Jong, Damiao, there's obviously been a bid going for him, but there's been obviously they're wanting 18 million. That's like we could sign him for that much, but Harry, no, Levy's job, it's not his money. He has to protect our investment, everyone knows that what will happen with Rebrov, loads of players. We've made losses. Bentley, I'd be surprised if we can get half that amount of money for him. So I really sincerely do believe that we have to run a tight ship. We don't want to do a Leeds. We don't want to do a Pompey. As always, it's what do we do next? I'm hoping that, like I said, if we can get like a right winger and Hoylett, and I really still think we should try and get Burbs on a free. He's an absolute bargain. He knows the Premier League. Adebayor, Burbs, and another young striker. We've got three good strikers. Hoylett, who I think can play as a striker. We got our four, and I really think we should push the boat out. If we get Vertonghen, that's our centre half, strengthened. Hoylett is an inverted winger. Competition for Bale. We have competition for Lennon. Two technically, if he's on Afellay. So we do need to shift players, and hopefully we will. Anyway, as always, it's been a great pleasure, talking to you guys. I've only given one shout out. I'll give my other shout out to Miss P. You know who you are, and as always, come on you Spurs.